We're here to talk about Higgsfield. For folks who, for some reason, have not heard of Higgsfield, give the breakdown. What is Higgsfield?
Absolutely. So Higgsfield is designed to bring video AI for social media and for specifically for social media marketing. One of the key problems which we address is that brands struggle to be relevant on social media. They struggle to make relevant content. So while brands clearly can buy, let's say, advertisement spots at shows like this one on YouTube, right? There are the organic content strategy for a lot of brands. I mean, it's almost non-existent on social media, and I do think that generative AI presents a big opportunity for a lot of brands to develop their own voice and really like cut down the production timeline to hours and from basically weeks to hours.
And who inside of a company is typically using Higgsfield? Because it's like there's a form of taste involved, but it's also on the marketing front. Who's actually using it, and actually how do you see who's using it transforming over the next few years?
Absolutely. So I think today it's purely creative marketing. Creative marketing is a relatively large space itself, although we do see a major evolution from that. So you're right that today perception of Higgsfield maybe comes from cinematic quality content and ads which are relatively easy to make, although it still requires a lot of creativity, like storytelling and so on. I mean, like tools like ChatGPT could definitely be useful to create some draft, but humans constantly need to polish and push for a stronger story. In the same time, so that's why the priority for us the last month was to really expand the number of the use cases which we can serve. And next week there will be an exciting updates where we democratize motion design. So, and I think motion design is naturally an extension of graphic design, where companies and marketers need to present the information, including, like, let's say, growth of the certain metric. They need to show the graph. They need to show certain discounts. So historically, it required a lot of like overlay, and Canva was very useful to make static content like that. Although these animations with graphs, with infographics for video was just insanely difficult to do, and this is something which we are really excited to release next week, and that's gonna be our first agent, which moves us to like a new era of vibe editing. We all have seen that like Lovable is helpful for vibe coding. We have seen that people use platforms like Versal to ship that. And I think for Higgsfield, this is also similarly to coding. This is an evolution to help to ship final video end to end with AI, where AI agents does the graphic design and motion design as well.
Is there an opportunity for somebody like us who we create a lot of content to leverage vibe editing, which, you know, there's been a couple nascent projects, but really nothing that has worked tremendously well with what we do. So some combination of kind of human A-roll with motion graphics and created by AI, and then the actual editing gets done with AI. Like what does that look like in the near term?
Absolutely, like support of A-rolls and basically embedding existing contents is also a top priority. So in the past, you know, like people had to navigate like Adobe After Effects, and it was like that's very cumbersome tooling with which requires like understanding like which of 100 buttons to click really. And this requires quite deep technological knowledge, to be honest. And I do believe that the level of technology is good enough to fully move out of the let's say, Adobe tooling to AI native agents. So, and I think and this is a top priority for us.